Hey guys, what's going on? It's Brad, and today I'm back for another guide. The Stellaris ones seem to be doing really well. It kind of makes sense since there's not really a tutorial for the game. So, uh, when it comes to late game stuff, I've talked about this in the past, but megastructures. They're big, they're massive, and they have huge effects. They can be incredibly powerful, but also they're they're just expensive. Every civilization can always get two different megastructures, but not every civilization can build all the megastructures, simply because there's prerequisites. Some of them require Ascension perks, others require you to have certain civics. However, I'm going to be going over the four that I know of today. The ones that I know how to acquire. And I'm going to be showing you guys how to get them. So this one right here is pretty obvious. This is a ring world. Ring worlds are incredibly powerful, not quite planets. They act like a planet, but they're not a planet. So if I come over here, I actually haven't been on this game in particular in months. I don't remember what I've got here. Okay, so all these ring world sections can all be get people, and they'll. Looks like I've been building them at the same rate. Regardless, they are all incredibly good. Ring worlds themselves automatically get a bit of extra housing, and they're perfectly habitable like a Gaia world. Now, each one has the normal building slots, but they also have special districts. There is the housing districts, or city segments. These provide tons of housing, tons of jobs, and they provide an enforcer job, which makes it so that way you're not going to have as much crime. You, of course, have your commercial segments. These things are fantastic for getting trade, amenities, and consumer goods. Of course, you've got your research segments. They're just these things are like your advanced research complexes, except you get 20 people in one area and also 20 housing. And of course, because this one is robotic, I don't have any of these, but there's of course the agricultural segment. Agricultural segments provide tons of food for your people, so these are fantastic. But again, robots don't eat, so no point in having them. Now, ring worlds are special in how they're built. You have to build the primary staging area, and then you have to build the construction site. And then once you've built the construction site up, it will spawn the empty ring world, and then you can build each section individually. Now, these are weird because you can build each section at the same time. Normally, with most megastructures, you have to go up one at a time. These ones, you don't have to. Now, this one is a special one, and I'll go over how to get it in just a sec, after I go over another one of my megastructures, the Dyson Sphere. This thing is lit. Literally. This is a Dyson Sphere. For those of you who are unaware of what a Dyson Sphere is, it is solar panels that encapsulate stars. Their entire purpose is to take an entire star and contain its energy. And that's exactly what this does. This provides you with 4,000 energy credits at maximum charge. This thing is absolutely insane. It pays for itself and everything else. Over time, it will gradually produce more and more energy. Starting off, it costs, I think, 5 energy credits as upkeep, but then it becomes free, and from there, it just produces 1,000 energy every time you upgrade it. Up to full charge, 4,000. These are incredibly useful. They can sustain any economy. However, the Dyson Sphere and the Ring World have a catch. You cannot get them directly. Instead, up here, you need to take the Galactic Wonders Ascension perk. Now, this does give you the Ring World and the Dyson Sphere, and something that I would recommend with that is the Master Builders Ascension perk. This lets you build an extra megastructure at a time, because you can only start construction on 1 or 2 or 3 with some extra perk. I don't remember what it was. However, it also lets you build them faster. So you'll upgrade faster, you'll be able to get them better. And these both are really powerful, but not everyone can get them. There are some other ones, though. There are 2 that you can always get, and they are the Sentry Array. Now, just so you know, this isn't a different game. I just can't find mine. I don't remember where I built it. I do know that I have one, though. This is a Sentry Array. The Sentry Array costs up to 100 every month. However, it will slowly become upgraded more and more and more until you have complete galactic sensor range. And when I say complete, I truly do mean complete. This thing gives you sensor range that even can penetrate nebula, which are supposed to block all outside sensors. This thing can look through them. This is normally the first one you get. It's the cheapest. It's not the fastest to build, but it's the cheapest one to build, with each one only costing a whopping 10,000 alloys every time you upgrade. So it ain't that cheap, but it's still the cheapest one. Now, this one can be gotten through research. Just normal research. Everyone can get a Sentry Array. Always. There is one other one that you can get, and it is the Science Nexus. Science Nexus is another one that you can get through research. It is, without question, my favorite, because it just looks cool and its effects are amazing. The Science Nexus has 75 upkeep. However, it provides you 300 of every research, and it additionally gives you a plus 15% research speed. Those 2 stack. So technically, this produces, let me grab my calculator here real quick. That produces, technically speaking, 345. I know I should have been able to do that math in my head, but I'm lazy. This thing is insane. It, like the Sentry Array, slowly ramps up over time, starting off by producing you 100 and a 5% bonus, and then 200 with a 10% bonus, and then 300 with your 15% bonus. Now, when it comes to actually acquiring the Megastructures, there are 2 ways. First of all, you can use one of these. Let me go to you. Where are you? A construction ship. Oh, it's somewhere in there. There it is. Somewhere in there. And you can use this button down here, build megastructures. You can build ring world sites, Dyson Sphere, Sentry Array, and Science Nexus, as well as gateways and habitats. Now, these all cost a ton of materials and influence. That's the big cost. However, Science Nexuses, Sentry Arrays, and Dyson Spheres are limited. You can only ever build one yourself. Ring worlds, gateways, and habitats, you can just build as many as you want. Gateways and habitats are weird. Habitats are like a smaller version of a ring world site. They're not that great, but if you're really strapped for space, they can be useful. And gateways are, they're stargates. They're just things. Oh wait, there was one of that system. Yeah, it's a stargate. You can send entire fleets through here and teleport across the galaxy instantly. They're insanely useful, and as you build more and more, you can send your people everywhere. Additionally, trade becomes astronomically easier, as you can just send your trade routes through gateways. Now, there is one other way of getting megastructures outside of building them. And now that I think about it, there are two. First of all, you can find ruined megastructures like this science nexus here. This is still the same game. This is a second science nexus. It was destroyed millennia ago, and it's just been sitting here waiting to be restored. Once you have a research called Megastructure Restoration, you can start fixing these. They cost way less to repair, and they take way less time, making it a pretty viable alternative. And if you're just a jerk, you can steal the megastructures from your neighbors. Because why not? So, those are the 4 megastructures that I know how to get you. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. I like this thing. It looks cool. That looks really cool. Alright, see ya.